Hi. Should I retire early? Should I retire early? That's probably a question which has been asked by millions of people right now, right around the world. Should I retire early? And what do you mean by early? I have now been retired for more than a third of my life. More than a third. I wrote a book some time ago called The Final Third. And it might stretch into more than a third by the time I actually leave planet Earth. But the question for you is, shall I retire early? Or should I retire early? That depends on a number of things. And in this video, I'm going to talk about them to a certain extent. The first thing you'll worry about is, will I have enough money, will I have enough income to be able to survive when I retire? Now that is a very personal question. But I can tell you this. Over the last 29 years I've been retired and never ever regretted it. Over the last 16 months or so, when I started to get interested in helping other people with their retirement, I started placing videos on YouTube, and at latest count I've got 584,000 hits. But more important than that, more important than the tens of thousands of likes, I've had thousands of comments. And looking at those comments, I've divided them really roughly into three categories. And I've spoken about this before. And those three categories are this. There are those who really love their job. They never want to leave. Of course, ill health might force them out at some time, but that's not the point. These are these people who want to work to the end of their lives and go out feet first. Good. Then you will never retire and you are happy with your life. Or so it seems. Then there are those, the second category, and it's a big percentage, who worry about whether or not they can afford it. Oh, I'll never have enough super, but I'll never have enough income. And so they go on. And they believe it. So they stay on. And then there's the third category. I fall into that. And it's this. They write in their comments, God, Tom, such good advice. I only wish I'd done it earlier. So there's the point. They are glad they retired as early as they could, or when they did, and thankful that they did, and never look back. Very, very few people say, oh, I didn't like being retired, so I went back to work. Very few. I'm not saying they don't exist, but of the percentage who say, I'm so glad I retired, I wish I'd done it earlier, it's an enormous percentage. So what sort of things do you have to consider? Obviously, if you're in, say, your late 50s, early 60s, and you're in good health, that's most important. In good health, own your own home, don't have any huge debts, then you're very able to retire. Now you might say, oh, well, if I stay on a bit longer, I can do that 3 months holiday in Bali, or I can do Europe or North America. Is it that important? What's more important? The bucket list or the freedom of being retired now while you still have those go-go years in you? Because they won't last forever. The earlier you retire, Generally speaking, if you've looked after your health, the healthier you will be, the more energetic you'll be, the more enthusiastic you'll be about living life and doing things. That will gradually give way. I'm not saying it'll happen overnight, as I've been retired, getting up towards 30 years. Not quite 30 yet, but it's a long time. And I've still got pretty good health. In fact, this morning I went for probably about a 20-25 minute walk, did some shopping, brought it home. I'm still fit and strong at my age, which is 88. Yep, 88. So what's the secret of keeping good health? Start as early as you can. If you're watching this video, resolve right now. I'm going to work on my health, my stamina, my breathing, do my stretching, my yoga stretches, keep fit and supple as long as I can, and then I'm going to enjoy my retirement. If you're already in bad health, start working on good health now. Most important thing, I would say, in retirement is your health. If you haven't got that, no matter how much money you've got, you'll be pretty miserable. So health is important. And there are other things, of course. You'll miss your work. You'll miss your workmates, probably. You'll have to change your life in many ways, radically change it. But after a while, after that so-called elation period of freedom wears off, and you think, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? That's when you can become very despondent, very despairing, very disillusioned. It's up to you to look around, make new friends, join organisations, step out, be bold. Don't expect the world to come to you in retirement. You've got to go out and introduce yourself to the new world that you want. So making new friends and keeping old friends, keeping in good with the family, all of that's important to your happiness in retirement. Good health, lots of friends, things to do, but even more important, finding something that you really love to do. Something that you've always wanted to do. Now's the freedom. You never had it before. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 in leap year. You can do what you want to do. You've never had this sort of freedom before all your life. So get out there, find things to do and enjoy it. Find your purpose in life. There will be a purpose. And you ask yourself the question, should I retire? That's up to you. But I know I did, and I've never ever regretted it. And I hope that when you make the decision to retire, remember, it's not withdrawing, it's not closing down, it's expanding into a new chapter of your life. So get out there and enjoy it.